Hey everyone, Mr. DVB here. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing The Black Phone. You might be wondering why I'm recording this on a phone as opposed to the normal setup. Well, that's because this is an out-of-theater first reaction video with my two friends, Andrew and Maya, who just saw this movie with me. You know, we got our tickets, we had our popcorn and our Sour Patch Kids, and we were ready to rock. Anyway, so yeah, The Black Phone. I'll describe the storyline really quick, and then we'll just jump into our thoughts. So, Black Phone is set in the 70s, which I did not know from the trailers. Kind of makes sense, but I just didn't really, I didn't think about the timeline going into it. Basically, they live in this small town in Denver, so in Colorado, and there's basically this child kidnapper called the Grabber who takes kids and kills them. This one boy named Finney gets kidnapped. This phone, a black phone, hence the movie's title, rings. It's not attached to anything, but when he picks it up, he hears the voices of the kids who were previously killed, who try to assist him in escaping. Ethan Hawke's in the movie as the Grabber, and I don't know the name of any of the other actors. So, yeah, I thought this movie was great. Going into it, I was quite looking forward to it. I saw the trailer months ago, and I thought the concept looked very interesting. And, yeah, thought this was a great movie. It's not, like, a terrifying, scary movie, but it is a very suspenseful film. And there's definitely some very thrilling moments.
It's like horror/thriller, I'd say.
Yeah, it's definitely like a thriller movie, and yeah, just really liked it. Right up my alley. What did you think, Andrew?
I'm not a huge fan of scary movies, but that one was it for me. I enjoyed it. I saw a trailer months ago, and then I did some research, saw that they dropped it at a film festival in 2021, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to come out in January of this year, or February originally, and it got delayed.
Yeah, so I tried to look for it everywhere, and then I realized they're actually just going to release it in theater. But yeah, I thought it was great, right enough action, there's enough killings, all the good stuff. It's my first review, so I'm just going off the dome right now. But that whole, just he can talk through the phone to these dead kids is great. Ghosts, technically are supposed to stay in the area that they die in, so the fact that he can only hear them in this, room is pretty cool. And, yeah, I thought it was great. I'd give it, a solid, 8.5 probably. I'd say, I'm not a huge horror movie fan, so I don't have a lot to go off of, but yeah, 8.5 I think is great.
Everything you're saying I completely agree with. I'll do my rating last.
Oh, I don't have anything to say. I just give it a solid thumbs up.
Yeah, you don't got no rating?
Wait, what my rating?
Yeah.
8.
8? Okay, so we got an 8.5 and 8. I'm going to go with gut reaction. I'm going to say this is a 9 out of 10 for me. So that is a heavily recommended movie. If you get bothered by, children being kidnapped or harmed and stuff, then, maybe this isn't the movie for you. Yeah. If you saw It 2017 and, watching Georgie get his arm ripped off at the start was too much, this movie might be too much as well. It's not as violent as It, but it's still obviously the whole thing is again dealing with kids going missing and whatnot. But yeah, this handles it in a more realistic manner. Obviously there's the ghosts and stuff, but as far as the kidnapping stuff goes, it's handled in a more realistic manner than an alien clown.
The vibe did feel like the first one at least, where all these kids started going missing. You had the what's it called? Not the wanted posters, but the missing posters up on all over the buildings and stuff. So it gave off that sort of vibe.
Yeah.
So I thought,
and also set decades ago, not set in current times.
Yeah. So I think if you like that sort of plot in the beginning of that movie, that you probably mostly enjoy this one. Like Dawson said, if you don't like stuff dealing with kids and kidnapping, then yeah. Don't watch it, but
avoid it.
Yeah.
Of Scott Derrickson's movies, I'd say this is my favorite one. The only ones I've seen are Doctor Strange and Sinister. Sinister I thought was a really creepy movie, but just didn't always work. Whereas I thought this one worked more often than it didn't. I really don't have many issues with this film. There's one character in this movie who I'm not going to discuss because they're kind of a spoiler. Their character felt kind of pointless to me. I don't really think they needed to be in the movie.
Just there to get the kill count up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but otherwise, I don't really have any issues with the movie. It's only an hour and a half. It goes by. It's very well paced. It doesn't feel too rushed. It doesn't feel too short.
Yeah.
It's very well paced. Like I said, it's suspenseful all throughout. There's a lot of thrilling moments where I was not legitimately on the edge of my seat, but I was mentally on edge.
I was.
Yeah, she was. There was a couple jump scares that got Maya here, but yeah. It was, so I've been home for a few hours now. kind of thought about the movie a bit more, watched the clip that we recorded at the theater. Just some stuff I wanted to add that I didn't really discuss in my my part of the review. The child actors I thought were great in this movie. I don't know their names off the top of my head, but the main character plays Finney, and the girl who plays his sister were both great in this movie, especially her. She like stole every scene she was in. She was a funny character. I also felt bad for her character because of, you know, what's going on with her at home in the movie. They have an abusive father and everything, and both those performances I just thought were very, very good. They both did a great job. This is the kind of movie where you need to have good child performances. If you had a bad child performance, it would really bring down the movie. But luckily, they found some really damn good actors for this. Ethan Hawke was also great as the villain in the movie. He plays a very strange, weird character. You don't see his face much at all, but he just brings a lot to the performance. He's just really creepy and eerie. And yeah, those are just a few things I wanted to add. I didn't really discuss in my video. Also, like the sections of the movie that are shot on film, or like Super 8 film or whatever it's supposed to be, because there's a few scenes that, you know, whether it's like a character's vision or something like that, that look like that. Those scenes were very eerie. There's just something about, like, you know, Super 8 film and stuff, and like Scott Derrickson's movies that I find very eerie. The way he cuts these scenes together, the sounds, the music. The score in this movie was quite effective, I found. Just all around great. So this is more of my review than the actual video was. That's kind of just like first out of theater thoughts. But yeah, just really, really good movie all around. Like I said, it's only an hour and a half. It doesn't feel too long. It doesn't feel too short. It feels very well paced. I maybe would have liked a bit more in the final act, but it's not like a negative thing for me. It's just because I liked the movie so much. I was like, it could have been longer and I wouldn't have complained. But yeah, all around, just great movie.
Solid movie.
It's a solid movie. Oh, it's very good. It's definitely in my top 10 of the year right now.
Oh, 100%.
I'd say it's probably 4th or 5th place.
Yeah.
It's either right above or right below Northman. I'm not quite sure yet, but it is in my top 5.
If we're going off of like 2022 scary movies, I'd say personally I'd put it above Scream.
Oh yeah, no, I think I would put this above Scream as well, honestly. Yeah.
And I haven't really seen, you know, I don't think Nope's it's more of a thriller, but
Nope is giving me like kind of comedy, like
thriller vibes.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be a straight up horror.
Yeah.
And there were some other trailers we saw. I don't really remember what they were, but there was one with Harry Styles.
Yeah, that one looks alright. It looks more like a.
It looks interesting.
Yeah, there was that weird vampire one with the girl that plays Ramsey in Fast.
Oh, the one where she goes to like the mansion and there's like all the weird stuff going on.
Yeah, that one looks like that.
That one looks weird, and
I feel like it could do something because from what the trailer showed, it doesn't look too bad, but you know we'll have to see.
I'll also pose for a thumbnail here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right, there you go. Black phone.
Okay.